So now we're going to work on a forward fold and arching halfway up. It's nice to bend your knees. So bend your knees so you can really hinge at the hips as you fold. She's folding on the exhale. So it's a nice slow exhalation as she folds. She's spilling the water forward out of the pelvis. She's going to let her head go for a moment. And notice how she's bending her knees to create length in the spine so she doesn't cave the belly and ribs in. Now, as she arches up, she's going to keep her spine long, so the arch happens more here. She's more flexing here than the neck. And the chest comes forward, the ribs open forward, and there's a nice long sense in the front of the spine. So from the tailbone through the crown, there's a long line of energy. One of the common mistakes that I see a lot in my classes is wanting to keep our knees straight because we think that's doing it right. People straighten their knees and they don't have the flexibility here, and they end up really rounding their back. So it looks like this, and there's more of a cat tilt in the hips. When she bends her knees, she can dog tilt the hips. A little more this way. Do it right now. Good. She's hinging deeper in the hips. The knees are bent. She's getting more length here. Let your head go for a moment. So the length is happening here. The knees can be slightly bent. There's balance between upper and lower body. Now I'm going to ask her to arch halfway up with bent knees, and you'll see that the line is from the tailbone through the crown, and her neck wants to be nice and straight. The common mistake I see is straighten your legs, and the arch up comes here in the neck, and the energy gets cut off in the neck. And it's really uncomfortable. Doing this a lot of times when you're doing vinyasa yoga, you do it a lot. If you do this all the time, it starts to really hurt the neck. So it's better to bend your knees again, let your head go, and keep the front of the spine, the underside, below this, nice and lifted and straight. Inhale and come up with a straight neck. See how straight that is? And it's always okay to bend the knees. Just let your knees bend. What's the harm?